Hello? Alright, cool. Okay, welcome to another live stream. This is your host, Trade with Ayub. Let's get it going. Let's see. Let's check the speed test. Speed is good. Let's remove these two drawings. I'm going to do some analysis. Let's take a look at 4-hour time frame. 4-hour time frame, it is bullish. Okay, 1-hour time frame, we can see there's a resistance that price is respecting at this time. 30 minute, same thing. There's a resistance and there was a support that was created down here. Let's take a look at 15-minute, same thing. So price either has to close above this area, or we have to create some sort of support for it to continue to push up. It's a daily candle, yeah. There's also a possibility that this 30-minute can continue to push up because it just started 10 minutes ago, 9 minutes ago. It's a bit of a waiting game, if you ask me. One hour is... Wow, this is the London session was pretty straightforward. Yeah, 100%. London session was pretty straightforward. Volume is coming in. Volume is coming in. We have 30-minute closing in 20 minutes. Let's open up Discord. All right. 4 hour is gonna close in. Oh, damn! 4 hour is gonna close in 17 minutes as well. See, 4 hour is closing below, so it, price hasn't really created a higher high, in my opinion. It has created a leg, and then I still think that it can continue to push down. What's the daily candle? Yeah, yeah, man. Daily candle can flip bearish easily. Just like me. 30-minute. Okay, let's see. So I'm gonna finally give you the easiest way to trade. Are you ready? Stay with me here. So a lot of times what traders see is there the price is in the middle of moving somewhere, right? Let's see. Mm. All right, so I'm going to give you the easiest way to trade. Are you ready for this? A lot of times, most of the traders, what they do is they go into the lowest possible time frame. That is where they make the mistake, right? If you look at this time frame, which is 1 minute candle, you draw some lines here, which more often than not is not going to work out for you because where do you draw the line? And it could be really, really messy. That's why it's a lower time frame because it's a lot of chop. Right? To get rid of that, you want to go into a little bit of higher time frame to see the direction in the market. Now you can identify that 30-minute has formed a resistance, but it's also currently open. So I want to wait for the candle to close. I'm also going to see that 1 hour time frame is rejecting the area, but it's still closing above its previous resistance level, right? So I want to be able to notice those things and trade based upon that rather just jumping into a lower time frame, because understand that lower time frames do form to create a higher time frame, but the direction comes from the higher time frame, and that's how you trade. So if you want to trade like this, follow for more. Wa alaikum assalam. How are you, brother? You can mute it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. What's going on, man? Yeah, bro. I needed to take a break. I needed to take a break because what happened was, yeah, I did. Because I was trading Asia, right? Because Asia has a lot of moves going on. Um, and I didn't. So I was under the impression that when you're trading a prop firm challenge, you you have a $2,000 stop loss, right? That's your max stop loss. I didn't. I didn't like I forgot. I just didn't. It didn't. I didn't have it in my mind that the 2,000 follows me up. So if my account has grown 2,000, my stop loss is gonna be zero. So long story short, the top step account is gone. I fucked. Yeah, 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 yeah. I mean, like the CPI was kind of like the downhill trend. So I was under the impression that, hey, you know what? I have room to trade. I'm gonna go a little bit bigger. That trade it didn't work out, but also it gave me the it gave me it told me, hey, your account is done. I was like, what do you mean? And then I looked it up, and your account yeah, your account is basically the the kind of threshold of stop loss keeps moving up if you go up. Like if my account was 1,000 up, then I could only lose 2,000 from that level. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yep. Um, I have a Tradeify account, right? That's what I was telling you. I was asking you about the 25K account, and they have strict. Yeah, yeah, I do have it. They have strict rules, man. It depend. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, I mean, I saw really good reviews about Tradeify, but it's just the fact that the 1000 stop loss keeps like going up until I think it's 25,100 is your is your lockdown. I had it up on Chat GPT. Let me see if I can pull it up. Let's see. Micro trader classification account rule. Okay, there you go. Okay. So trailing max drawdown is 24K. Initial liquidation fail threshold is 1,000, right? So initially 25,000 is the main account, 24,000 equals, so that 1,000 is something that is a stop loss. The important part, 24K trails upwards. So basically it's saying that so this is what I didn't understand, right? So we have 25K, 1K. So I don't think this is right. Like this information wasn't right. So I had to later on correct it. Like if I am at 26,000, my new trailing floor is not 2,000. It's still 1,000. Like I don't, because the stop loss kind of follows you up, no? Yeah, yeah, yeah. So yep, yep. So I think this is a little bit better. So you have 25K, 24K, 25.5, 24.5, 26, 25. And then it says that after 26,000, so basically after 25,100, that if that is your trailing stop loss, then it's locked there. I need to verify that because if that's the case, for what it's saying is that then my trailing stop loss will be 5K almost if my account is at 30K. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So I could lose it all. No. But once the floor locks at 25.1, it stops following you upward. So ChatGPT basically wants me to withdraw $1,000 for 4 weeks. That's what it wants me to do. Okay. All right. So let's see. Stop is 50 pips. I'm always gonna be just 3 contracts. That's it. No more than that. Um, there. Let's see how the price closes. So what's happening here is that we have created a resistance, right? We have created a resistance around this area, and what we have here is that we have a support. So what I would want price to do is wick down, not break below its own low, and then continue to push up to test this range again. Because what this 15-minute mark is also a 4-hour close. So 4 hour is closing, and there's going to be volume. I don't think that all of these 3 4 hour candles created a higher low, because on the left hand side, I'll do this. I think this is a little bit a better chart. Yeah. So these two 4 hour candles didn't create a higher high because we have we it's kind of created a leg for price to continue to push down, and also the daily candle could easily flip down bearish. Uh, so I am gonna be cautious of this trade. That's why I wanted to wick down first and then continue to push up if this closes green. If this doesn't close green, then okay, then we'll see. But even if it doesn't close green, then I would want like it to create support and then break below the support. Bro, pre-New York was so smooth. Like 400 pips. It's just, yeah. Pre-New York, like what, 6 a.m.? Things were clean. Like, so this is what I was, like maybe you saw on the CPI day what I was trying to do is that, so break above the previous candle's high and then continue to push up. That like volume time, that's good, but I haven't really seen pre-New York volume lately, so this was a bit unexpected. I have seen Asia session volume every day for last 3 4 days. Like this was Asia session right here. All of this was Asia session volume. Then previously we also had Asia session volume. This time this was Asia session volume. Is there a lag on my stream? Alright, cool. Oh, nice. Damn, that's decent. That's really good. 43.25 to 43.60? Bro, that's like 400 pips. That's crazy. That's what's up. That's good. Dude, that's one thing I can't do. I can't sleep if my trade is active. Like unless I'm on a live account. I've done it like unless if I'm on a live account and I have such a like I know every confirmation is it's going up. And I have a small lot size. Other than that, I'm not sleeping on my trade. Hmm. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yep. Dude, the price is so slow. Like I've connected my Ninja Trader to TradingView and I see the ticks moving, but the price is so slow, man. Like it broke below the low. I didn't even see it until entered into a trade, and when I entered into a trade, the spread is so high. Like I entered, yeah, I think it's 22 ticks. I don't know if this is a good idea. Let's see. I might close this. I might just close this. Yeah, I went for because in my screen, I'm gonna close this right here. Fuck this. Um, so it created a low. It didn't break below the previous candle, and then it continued to push up, right? So that's where I wanted to enter, but I'm gonna have to wait, and especially this. You see, like this break of the low didn't happen on my screen. It Yeah, see now it's going up. It's fine. It's fine. I would rather because it broke below the low, and then if it continues to push up, that's fine. Like it wasn't uh like it's not something that I was expecting, right? If it's not something I'm not expecting, then it's just gamble. Um, but what annoys me is that on my screen it didn't break below the previous candle low, but I'm seeing that it did here. Uh, yeah, that's kind of why like I bought it, right? Because I was expecting the support to come in. See, 1 hour time frame is also indicating for price to continue to push up and fill this wick. So I do think that the price is gonna end up filling this wick. So I might look for re-entries, right? So right over here, if the 5 minute closes bullish, then I'll look for re-entries for price to continue to go up. But I have yeah, bro. The trading view price action is so garbage. Yeah, top step price action is literally live. Like the trading view price action is not. It has a delay. So yeah, the trade idea was good, but yeah, I guess the execution. You know, it broke below the low, and I wasn't comfortable. And if I enter now, right? If I enter now, the stop loss is gonna be 70 pips. Like that's insane. For a short, I think it's long, bro. For what? For a RSI? Brother, you can get rid of all these trading tools because all these trading tools they come after the price is already formed, and you can identify when the price forms. So now what I'm looking for is for this 15 minute to close above this area for price to continue to push up. Even if it doesn't close above, then I would want it to close, not a strong body, next candle to continue to push up. So this for this candle to close, why is this drawing is so retarded. Something like this, and the next candle to wick down, and then continue to push up and fill this wick. Like at now, yeah, now because then it will be a stronger support, right? Two candles have closed. So let's see, in next 6 minutes, because there is no point to enter right now while the candle is already moving. Bro, come on. What? What do you see? Like volume? Yeah, I mean volume. The thing is, the move already happened in pre-New York, so maybe there's a bit consolidation and then continuation. So I'll just wait. I only have one more trade for the day that I'm gonna take. That's so I wanna see if I can find a good setup because I can stay on live for a little bit longer. For next time, what I would want to do is just look at 1 hour time frame because the reason why I wanted to take the trade is that 15-minute formed a support. This candle pushed down, and I should have had a buy stop right over here, like right around here is where I should have had a buy stop for price to continue to push up. Because the main reason why I wanted to enter is that what it was the 1 hour time frame. Because the 1 hour time frame should do a wick fill or like retest the highs. And 15-minute created support, and if it broke below, it didn't matter because 1 hour was it still respected the high of 1 hour. Okay. We'll note for next time. 24,975. So, are you looking at the charts as well, right? What do you like? What are your analysis? Like, if you look at the, gold chart, what do you see happening? Hmm. Yeah, I mean, okay. 15 minute is gonna close in 30 seconds. Hmm. Yeah, I think it's it's gonna. So kind of what I drew earlier, like this candle closing small body, the next candle to continue to push up. I was waiting for it to break down a little bit. Let's see if it does that, but that's kind of like exactly what I was anticipating. That hey, it's gonna close, small body, and the next candle should continue to push up and fill the wick. Hmm. Yeah, the pre-New York move kind of just messed it up because now we're at a resistance level. So it's just waiting more than actual move happening. Yeah. If it rejects the previous areas, then I Because we're closer to the resistance, and the resistance is a bit strong. I want to see a break above this candle's high. Well, I don't know, right? Unless it does. It breaks above, then it's gonna continue to push up to 44, 43. That I know. If it doesn't break above, then yeah, it's just chop. It's just on a smaller time frame. It's just moving sideways. Yeah, you see, like it's just moving between this range. What do you do for work, bro? Oh, nice, man. In Arlington? That's nice. Um, like repair or flipping or like just kind of like everything? Nice. Well, how did you get into this? Really? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Where are you from? India. Which part? Gujarat. Gujarati. Nice, nice. Man, I was talking to somebody who was Gujarati. I couldn't understand anything he was saying. Gujarati is different. Like I can understand. I mean, it's like it's yeah, the dialect. It's a bit different. Um, there's all obviously there's so many other languages spoken in India, so it's hard to keep track of everything. Yeah. Oh damn, that's crazy. It's different. It's different style of speaking. Yeah, it's different. You have different slangs. Yeah, yeah, same shit, different day. Same, but different. Okay. No, no, I'm in IT. I'm in IT, brother. I am in product. I work for a bank, and I'm the bridge between the business and the software team. Yeah, I don't build stuff though. Like I'm more like, hey, build this. This is what we need. Mhm. Yeah, that's kind of what I do. It's not that difficult, but it's just market is a bit too saturated right now, and it's yeah, I do. I work on the marketing side. So you see, it broke above the previous candle's high, and now let's see. Yeah, you see it broke above, and I want to see if it continues to push up or it's gonna come back and like I'm looking at 5 minute as well because if 5 minute closes back in the range, then I don't think it's gonna drive. But I yeah, 15 minute close breaking above this candle should continue to push up. Bro, last night I was trying out TradingView because I also downloaded Ninja Trader because that's what they told me to do and it was bad like their platform and it was worse than MT5 or MT4. Bro, I mean it's like by a margin it was worse. So I was like, you know what? Sherry told me. That's when I texted you, "Hey, do you trade gold?" And I yeah, yeah. Oh, nice. So I that's not bad. That's not bad for 5K. So I connected the account to TradingView, right? And I was like, you know what? I see a setup. I want to see how, like, I want to take a trade and see, like, get familiar with, like, okay, where is the stop loss? Like, how do I execute a trade? Bro, I was not in gold micro. I was in actual gold. So one contract was one lot. Uh, I and yeah. So yeah, I opened the position and all of a sudden I see like open position $20 negative, 30, 40. I was like, "Wait, what the fuck is going on?" I looked it up and I was like, you know, it says that, "Oh, you know what? This is not MGC." I was like, "Okay, that makes sense." It came down like 10 pips, I closed it. Um so I made $100 there. I was like, "You know what? This could have been this could have been the end of this account." All right, so you see the wick fill just happened. So it broke above the high and then the wick fill just happened. So that's that. Yeah, I mean, it's just like that was like if I had entered a trade here, that would have been the end of trade. So at this point, I'm gonna just see how 30-minute closes, and based on that, you know, if we can continue to push up. Like at this point, I'm not selling. I'm not looking for sells because price broke above this area, and now this we're at this resistance. So let's see if price can, you know, where the price closes in the next 5 minutes. Based on that, because then we have 30-minute that's bullish, we have 1 hour that's bullish, and then we have 4 hour that can break above these highs. So like all the confirmation is for buys, then I'll look for buys. But I'm kind of annoyed because like this was I said it out like even in the live I said it, but you know I was waiting for a lower wick to be formed. It just went up, and that happens, but it's still annoying. 2 minute 12 seconds. Let's see, around 28 minutes. Um, when did I take that trade? Around 25 minutes, I think, of the live stream. Trader doesn't trust his analysis. Oh, hold on. I need a catchy hook, right? Trader closes in fear. I guess that's. We'll work on that. Dude, I have like 30 to 40 days worth of content ready to be posted. Now I'm gonna start posting now because okay, I have a lot of content that's already there, and then all of this. So like all of this green, I already have it. Like look at all this history. So like I used to do before, but now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have better hooks, right? So I used to post at least 2 times a day, and it wouldn't get anywhere. And I think it's because that I didn't have a CTA, like call to action. I didn't have a proper hook. Like this 14 minutes, when I said free knowledge, I started the video by saying I'm gonna give you something. I'm gonna give you something that's gonna change your trading. So something, yeah, yeah. What? Honestly, that's what works. That's basically what works. Yeah, it's breaking. It's breaking above. Yeah, it's breaking above. That's nice. I think I can enter a buy here. Wait, what's... Oh. For price to continue to push up. And honestly, I'm gonna have a tight stop loss. I don't want it to... Let's see. 64. Yeah, I'm just gonna have a tighter stop loss. If it breaks below its own low, then I'm gonna exit. Alright, so about 20 pips in profit. Let's see. The reason why I will close if it breaks its own low is because it has broken above its own high, right? There's no reason for it to come down and break its own low. If it does that, then it means that it can continue to come down. Also, you have it connected, on TradingView, right? Like, have you have your Tradeify account on TradingView, right? When you have that, like on TradingView, are you able to like manage positions and like have stop loss and stuff? Yeah, I know what you're saying. Gotcha. All right, in 30 pips, 30 pips. There's volume in the market that's pushing the price up. All right, I'm good with this. I'm good with this. Yeah, I wanted to have $100 account balance, but 133 is more than enough. So I'm good with this. Plus, I need to figure out before I do like stay in the trade. I want to see like because TradingView should have a stop loss. There's no way TradingView doesn't have a stop loss or take profit. So like in that case, I would have had my stop loss where my account balance would have been 2500, like 100. Because I think it can continue to push up. I do think we can come up to like these areas here on the left hand side easily, but I don't want to go back down to my entry price. So I'm gonna do a little bit more research on TradingView stop loss. All right, that's good, man. See, it broke above the previous candle's high, and then continued to push up. So that was easy, simple trade. Days like this give me hope that it's gonna happen. You're gonna hear fucking V12. Uh, when was this trade taken? Around 1 hour. 60 minutes. Uh, day 5 of trading. Day 1 of trading as a funded trader. Funded trader. Okay, so when I enter a trade with Ninja Trade on trading view, I want to see my stop loss and take profit, which currently are not there. Alright, you see it's pushing, yeah, it's pushing up. I do think that it's easily, that's because on the left hand side is clean traffic and it can easily continue to push up to these areas. Let's see. Okay, open your chart, chart settings, trading positions, trading positions. Show project on the chart. My position what? Yeah, I know. I have it. I have it as ticks. I don't want to see really the money that I'm making, but I want to see the money that I'm losing. Actually, I had that on the Ninja Trader. This I didn't change this. Position ticks, like I want to see the amount of pips there are, because at the bottom it does tell me the money. I think I can do the money just like if I'm doing like a recording, right, of a clip. So it's just right there. I think money is better in that regard. Let's see. But here's the likely issue that your Ninja Trader. If you're saying I can place this SL when I enter, but once the trade. No, I'm not saying that. Set profit loss bracket P&L to money if you want the dollar risk. Where do you see profit and loss? I don't even see that. Set profit and loss brackets P&L. Oh, the profit and loss. Okay, but that's profit and loss. That's not stop loss. Right? Oh yeah, yeah, they do. There's a canvas scaling status line. You can change all those details. Events. Did you know that TradingView also has technicals? Like you can see your oscillators and all these things, moving averages. You have this here, and this goes by hourly. So if I'm on 30-minute time frame, I can change the time frames. I can also see the news directly from here. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Crazy, right? Yep. Yep, and then you can go back to your chart. So that's pretty neat that they have the session the sessions like in back in 2024 what was happening, and then they have the technicals, and the technicals are distributed by the time frames. So if 5 minute is sell, 30-minute is neutral, 15-minute is a buy. That's why I don't go with the technicals. All right, I'm gonna clip this 108. You don't mind, right, if I clip this? It's just you're in the background, that's why. Did you know this trading view? Trading view Pro Max. Trading view um maxing. Trading view maxing. I think I did that. Things you don't. Let me see. Trading view. See, like this one. Here's something you didn't know about Trading View. I'm just doing it again. I did it in the past. Trading View maxing for free. I think this is good. You know what maxing means, right? Yeah, so it'll make sense. Okay, gold is just golding, just looking pretty. What do you mean hold it? Where are you? You are you in a cell? Okay. Okay. Oh, you're holding it or you sold it? Okay. Yeah. I mean, bro, the perfect entry was this. I missed the perfect entry. Like, look at this. It's perfect. Like, it came down, didn't break its low, it broke above its own high, and then boom, 200 pips. This would have been an easy 100 pips, and then at that point, you just you take 90-80% of your position off, put stop loss at break even, and then just let it ride. If it comes back hit your stop loss, then you only lost 10% of the profits. Like this was the I would say like the perfect trade for me, but I missed it, and that's okay. Okay. Honestly, I'm done for the day as far as trading. So I'm chilling. I'm just chilling on the live stream now. Damn. Like like all day on the 5K account? Okay. Oh, Top Step one. Damn, that's nice. That's nice. Yeah. Yeah. You saw what 10 lots do. 10 contracts. 10 lots or 10 contracts? Yeah, so like one lot. One lot. Yeah, one lot. Bro, you know what's the hardest thing to do is explaining somebody what is a lot, and that to somebody that don't know trading. Yeah. Because you have to first explain about the leverage, how leverage works, and then you have to tell them, hey, gold moves, and then the cents that move, that's 1 cent is 1 pip, and then your lot size is determined and your lot size is basically buying that 1 cent. So if 1 cent moves and you have 0.01, then it's gonna be $1. Like it's crazy. Like by the time you end up like with the topic, they forget everything. I start with that. Bro. Honestly, I start with that. I was like, hey, you know what? Do your research online. Here's a channel. I'll just suggest them Raja Banks, and because honestly, like if they become a profitable trader, I do genuinely want like somebody to like talk to me, and then they're like, oh, you know what? I've become profitable trader. So I'll suggest them nothing else but just like, hey, watch some Raja Banks videos and like understand what raw price action is and then come back. And mostly they don't come back. So it is what it is. Because then I would have wasted my time because they didn't even watch a video and came back. I started trading this because my mom sent me something on WhatsApp about this Pakistani kid buying a gold Maserati, doing options. Like he had golden, like like tint or film. So, and that was like 80 years ago, 70 years ago. And ever since then, I've been like, in and out, on and off, doing research, bought like tried, baby pips, gone to demos, gone to live accounts, gone with like people that claim they will, grow your account with a percentage, like done it all. And at the end of the day, it's just like, okay, if you can do it, then you do it. Don't let anybody else, or like don't do anything else. Yeah, I have. Yeah. I'm never able to follow it because by the time I enter, they're already exited or it's done, bro. It's like at one time I bought this subscription and these motherfuckers were trading London session. So I'm out here at 2 a.m. waiting for a trade, and then I'll like, you know what? I'll go to sleep at 4 a.m. They enter something, and then I wake up and I was like, ah, you know what? Ah, I missed it. So most of the time, it was just catching them, trying to see, catching up to them. I gotta ask my brother because he was trading live New York session on options with somebody. He wanted to try it out. Um, the price action to me for options is not that easy. Like all these people, they have a good grasp first, and then I think options are more popular because of the crazy amount of gains, so it's more attractive to the mind that doesn't understand what how chart moves. Like if I pull up NQ right now, switch to D terminal. Okay, daily. Uh, it's NQ, right? I mean, yeah, NQ1, right? Okay. Let's do 15-minute. Like it's very choppy. Like 15, look at this. Like all these wicks. And most of these people they go in 1 minute time frame. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Most of these option contractors, they go yeah, in 1 minute I see a sell as well. um so like if you I think gold has a really good price action. But some might disagree with this. I know some people. It looks like yeah, gold is definitely elite because the the price action just makes sense. Like, okay, you know what? We broke above this previous resistance. We then we broke above this previous candle's high. We should continue to push up. Oh, perfect. And this is us trading in the worst time of gold because gold moves. It didn't used to move like this. I don't know if you remember, but gold did not used to move like this up until a few months ago. Like if you see here, right? Let's see. One daily candle that's really big. Like, right? It's 72 pips. Do you understand like how crazy this is? Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. Like I was still looking at when the volume was pumping gold. 'Cause like this, I'm talking about like 1900 time. Like when gold was 1900. So let's see. Let's measure this candle. There you go. Like 180 pips, right? That was normal. So in a day. This is like a big, big day. Big red candle. 300 pips. This was 300 pips. This was the biggest trade. Like this was the biggest day, right? And then you have this on the upside. 500. Yeah, 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 yeah. But now, coming to today's time, look at this shit. 3,000 pips one day. 4,000 pips one day. Look at this drop. 7,000 pips. So gold didn't used to move like this. Look at this like regular candle of 800 pips. So like this is still not the best time for like of trading gold, and I'm not saying just because of the volume. I'm saying because it's always on some type of move, whereas previously Asian session would always consolidate. Nobody traded Asian. London session might have some move. Pre-New York would correct that move, and then New York session will have continuation. I'm talking in that sense that there was a proper flow of things. What time do you open to your store? Nice. Are there any snooker clubs in Arlington? But that's probably a pool table, right? Yeah, no, I'm talking about. I haven't seen in Dallas. In Richardson? Yeah, it's called Billiard Den. I Yeah, 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 they have it, but it's like I don't know if you know patta. Yeah, patta जैसा है ना वो it's rough. Patta means like it's just fucking broken wood. It's not even. It's barely a table. So I'm okay, but it's something that I've been looking into that Dallas doesn't really have one, and I was trying to get few tables from Pakistan, but I'm not able to find a shipping company because you need a proper shipping company to give send it out. Bro, China, yes, they have great quality, they have great competition, but China, like, it's a big order. What's I've seen people from Pakistan getting screwed over. Like they've got, yeah, 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 yeah. They've got budgery, like, little stones instead of their actual shipment. Like they've gone screwed over for those. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I'm just saying, like, it's not all, but it's definitely there. And you know what? That scam is everywhere, so I don't think that should hold me back. Dude, I was trying to start up the 65 Mustang. For some reason it cranks, but it does not start. I haven't figured it out. I think it's just been sitting in the garage for like 2 months. Yeah, these cars need to be driven. Like at least, I mean, it's probably not. It's probably a battery issue, but if it's a battery issue, then why is it cranking? Issue. Maybe the battery is not strong enough to start, but it just cranks. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, I put some brake oil, brake fluid into the fuel injectors. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's yeah, I did that. That's the brake fluid, right? But it didn't. It just keeps cranking. So I'm gonna try to jump start it. Put a little bit of the brake fluid and jump start it. Yeah, they're okay. Yeah. I mean, it was started. Like I drove it back from the mechanic shop. The, um, just few things like maintenance. Nothing like you know. No, it's because there's a water pump that needs to be replaced. Because this car has a little bit of rust on the engine too, and which they think it's rust. I know because I spilled the what's it called? The radiator. What's the word? Coolant, right? Yeah, coolant. Like I spilled the coolant, so I don't want to open something and then the bolt breaks or something happens. Yeah, this was nice. Up from here, that's good. Was it 1 hour closed? 1 hour closed right at, yeah. Damn, this 5 minute is 85, 90 pips. One thing I have in mind is that the 1 hour didn't close above the previous resistance. So there is a possibility you just, wake up and then you can continue to push down. Now, I think, I mean, there is a possibility that it could continue to push down as well, but I am just watching. I'll just rather have this here. 4 hour, damn, 4 hour closed right there. It's a strong close though. Like it took 5 candles to come down. Only took 3 candles to come up. So market is still bullish. Bullish. I don't think there's any money anymore, bro. It's just what would you like would you have taken any trade that I haven't taken? Yeah. was chilling. Scared today, huh? That's okay. When you're scared and you see a good setup, just do like a smaller lot size. Yeah. Yeah, no, you're already up a lot on the combine. I think start fresh next week. You should be all right. Pretty much, pretty much. I've got 30. Yeah, I've got a meeting in 30 minutes, so I'll probably stay on till then. Yeah, you're good, bro. All right, see you Monday. وكان الله غفورا رحيما ومن تاب وعمل صالحا فإنه يتوب إلى الله. Trading view maxing for free. Okay. Alright, YouTube. Let's see. View channel. Live 8:11. 5 minutes ago. 8:11. 8:11. 5 minutes. Day 4 of passing the eval. 3:49. 504, 507. Okay. Okay. All right, what time is it? 4:45. Good morning, Fahad. All right, I'm going to show you the trade that I took today that made me a lot of profits. So here it is, right? I entered a buy at once the price was creating and breaking up. Let me see. So I'm going to show you and break down the trade that I took today that ended up in profit. So I entered, I'm going to draw it out here just for you to see, and then I'll break it down. And so right over here, when the price was breaking above its own high and the previous candle's high, that's where I entered the trade. The reason is because if you take a look at on the left hand side, right now on the left hand side, price had a resistance that it kind of came down from. Then the next candles, few candles created like went back up and tapped that resistance. Once you're breaking above that resistance and then you have 30-minute time frame as a confluence as well, you have broken above this resistance. And as the next candle is breaking above the previous candle's high, I would anticipate for price to continue to push up just within few minutes. That's the kind of push volume brings in New York session. So with volume and proper confirmation, this was an easy trade to take, which will give you profits as well. So comment down below if you want me to send you exact strategy, and I'll do so. Let's see. Let's do another take. I don't. Let's see. 5-minute time frame. Perfect. This is better. I'm going to show you and break down the exact trade I took today that actually made me profits. So I went in along, this is gold on a 5-minute time frame. As the price was breaking above its own previous candle's high, I went in and the stop loss was break below the previous candle, so around 40 ticks, and the take profit was 68. Let's do this one more time. It's a good angle. Let's take this out. Okay, perfect. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and break down the exact trade I took that made me profits, so you can copy and be profitable. I went in for a buy. By the way, this is gold time frame, 5 minutes, and I went in a buy when the price went in and broke above its previous candle's high for continuing to push up, and my take profit was around 44.51, with my stop loss being just below the previous candle's low, right? So overall, I want you to understand that 5-minute was no confluence to my trading, but 30-minute was. What I want you to look at is on a little bit higher time frame that we had a resistance in the 30-minute. Price went in and kind of came up to that resistance with a strong bullish candle. When you have a strong bullish candle, you have momentum in the volume. This is New York session. If the price breaks above the previous candle's high, which it did, that's where you anticipate volume to come in and push above the previous, push above to the next resistance areas. So as this was breaking above the previous candle's high, that's where I entered. As you can see, this was an easy trade. So if you want to follow trades like this, go ahead and hit the follow button. I'll see you next time. 148, let's see, 148. All right, I think I'm gonna call it end of the day, and yeah, I'll see you guys on Monday.